Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Director of Football Sabotage with Livorno. So in today's episode we are going to face Napoli in both legs of our second knockout round in the Europa League. But of course we've got some fixtures to review since the last time we met. So the last time we met was the win against Ajax in the previous round of the Europa League. We followed that up with a very fortunate 2-2 draw against Juventus. They went 2-0 up from 2 goals from Pablo Dybala. Ponce got a goal back in the 76th minute, then Crociati came on off the bench, scored the equaliser in the 84th, and we were very, very fortunate to get away with the draw in this one. And the second and last game before we're playing Napoli today was at home against Cagliari in Serie A, and we won 3-0. Federico Di Marco, Nawel Ponce and Atanas Stoichev got the goals for us all in the first half. Comfortable victory, that's what I like. So after that set of fixtures in the league, we are sitting in second place. Inter Milan still above us, 2 points clear. They did get defeated by Palermo not so long ago, and they've drew a couple of games as well. But we haven't been able to pick up the points on them. But we're only 2 points behind now, so very potentially we could claw things back. And in between the Napoli games, guess who we're playing? So not only could our European fate be decided in this episode, this could very well be the crunch game. If Inter Milan beat us today, it might be very difficult to claw the points back with the remaining games. But we're not going to worry about the league just now. This is going to be the team that starts for today's game in the first leg against Napoli, which we are at home at. Plazzari will start in goal. Van der Ende and Vlad Paul will be our centre-backs. Legat and Di Marco as our wing-backs, with Stoichev, Solossi and Milenkovic in the centre. Altener, Mamarella and Ponce leading the line. So Napoli come at us with the 4-3-3. We will have to mark out their wingers if at all possible. The hours do cause us some issues. We have beat them and drew with them so far in the league this season, so we do have the record going in our favour. Let's see if we can continue it today. So first leg, obviously being at home is not the ideal situation. I would have preferred to get the away leg out of the way in the first leg, but we'll have to make do and we'll need a win today to see us go back to their place with a little bit of an advantage. Napoli with a free kick early on. Zivkovic puts it straight into the back of the net. 3 minutes in, a direct free kick has been our undoing already. 3 minutes in, it's not an ideal start whatsoever. I mean, that was basically a penalty kick. Very, very good strike by him. The keeper could do absolutely nothing about that. And we find ourselves trailing already, and they've got a very important away goal for them. I would absolutely hate to go out the Europa League in the second knockout round for the second season running. And obviously this start isn't ideal. So a dominant first half comes to an end with absolutely no highlights after their goal whatsoever. We're not going to panic though, we're going to continue on as we are. We are creating opportunities, just none of them must be clear cut. 65 minutes in now, we'll finally get the second highlight of the game. 60 minutes after the first one, and Di Marco has the ball in an advanced position for us. Altener on the edge of the box finds Di Marco in the box, and Di Marco with his 11th goal of the season from left wing back. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Gets us level against Napoli with 25 minutes to go. We could really do with going on to get the win in this game. Great play by us on the edge of the box. Some neat passing. Di Marco with his weak foot manages to beat the keeper at his near post, and we level things up. Mamarella's not having the greatest game, so we're going to get Zach on in his place, and we're going to get Crociati on for Solossi in the centre of midfield. Crociati came on against Juventus and did the business for us, getting the equaliser and gaining us that valuable point. Hopefully we can get something more today. Crociati on the ball now on the corner flag basically. Zach heads it back in, but now Napoli can clear and potentially break with this lot of space there. But Legat manages to win the ball back from Zivkovic, and he brings the ball forward, finds Zach. Milenkovic is on the edge, he takes a strike and he goes just wide. We'll make our final sub of the day. Ponce is going to come off for Patrick Cutrone. He hasn't seen much football this season, Cutrone, but hopefully he might be able to come on and do the business for us. And is that a penalty? Vlad Paul was pushed in the box by Romelu Lukaku, and we are going to get a penalty. And guess what? Di Marco is going to step up with it. I haven't even looked at the penalty takers in all this time, and he's missed again. How many penalties is that he's missed now? Unbelievable. Oh, we need to put that to the back of our mind and hopefully get a goal just to give us the slim one goal lead going into the second leg. Milenkovic is in the box and he puts it over again. And despite our domination, it looks like we're going to end this game with a draw. Napoli with an away goal. They have a major advantage going into the second leg, and we've got a lot of work to do. And there it is, full time. Livorno 1, Napoli 1. Let's just get to the second leg. And the reason Di Marco takes all of our penalties is because he's probably the best one at it. I'm going to stick Ponce on to be our main penalty taker, and Di Marco can be that if Ponce isn't on the field for whatever reason. So we'll continue on anyway. We've got Inter Milan obviously in between the two legs. I'll bring you the results from that, which could be crucial in the league, and we'll get to the second leg. So we have just played Inter Milan and another disappointing draw. To be honest with you, actually, we were probably incredibly fortunate to get the draw. Gagliardini gave them the lead in the 7th minute. We did equalise through Ponce in the 39th minute, but Mauro Icardi gave them the lead again just after half-time. They had Gagliardini sent off in the 75th. We finally equalised. We couldn't make our extra man count in the last 10 minutes. But a draw keeps us in the race at the very least. We're still 2 points behind, obviously, both of us drawn. But hopefully they might drop points later on down the season and we might not. But that brings us on to today's game, where we will be facing Napoli in the second leg away from home with it all to do. They come at us with a 4-5-1. They are definitely not looking to push for the win here. They are looking to keep a hold of their narrow advantage that they do got. That might play in our hands a little bit. So we kick off second leg. We know we have to, if not, we can't draw 0-0. We need to score today, regardless of what else happens in the result. Oh, can this highlight end, please? I don't want to see an early kick-off goal. High Saj down the right-hand side for Napoli. It's still continuing. Can somebody please clear this ball? The highlight is still going, and they've worked their way back down to the right-hand side again. High Saj plays it in. Vlad Paul gets rid. And end the highlight, please. Whenever you're ready, ref. That'll do. 8 minutes in, and we get the opening highlight of the game. High Saj is causing us all sorts of problems down that right-hand side, as you can see. But Lagat manages to cut out a loose ball by them. Mamarella set away Ponce. Ponce is in behind. Please bury this, Ponce. Doesn't. Pavlenka with an absolutely fantastic save keeps Napoli in the game. But we do have a corner, and the highlight is sticking with it. Milankovic plays it in, and it's cleared. And no, just no, thanks. Another highlight, and this time Napoli coming down the left-hand side. We managed to get the challenge in again, and we break with Solossi down the right-hand side. Ponce is in behind 2 times. He's had 2 chances now. Should be putting them away, definitely. Highlight now, and Barrow comes away. What a pass that was for Marcus Rashford. That deserved a goal for Napoli there. Absolutely fantastic pass by Moussa Barrow. And fortunately, Plazzari keeps us in the game and keeps Rashford from scoring. But they do get a corner. Please don't say that a penalty. Please don't say that's a penalty. It is a penalty. Stoichev's given Napoli a penalty. And we are going to be 2-1 down on aggregate. And they have the... Oh, Plazzari, you absolute legend. He keeps us in it. I can't believe how this game has started, considering how Napoli have lined up in terms of their formation. They seem to be having all the possession and chances. Rashford gets it clear. Rashford doesn't get it clear. He tries to score, but we managed to get it clear. But another clear-cut opportunity for Rashford. And there we go. John Endongala finally puts Napoli 1-0 up. The pressure's been coming. 15 minutes in, and they have been dominating the game. And Haysaj's been causing all sorts of problems on that right-hand side. And he finally gets the delivery right. And they finally get the goal. Another highlight, and looks like it's going to be another Napoli attack. Vlad Paul clears, and Ponce can come away with it. Mamarella's holding up his run to make sure he doesn't go offside. Mamarella put this in the back of the net. That's a penalty. It is a penalty. And DeMarco should not be taking this. It should be Ponce. Now, can Ponce score a penalty in a live com? Because we haven't scored one in a while. Oh my god. That was so close. But Ponce manages to put it in the back of the net. And we do go 1-1. So we're back level. Away goals are no longer a factor in favour of Napoli. It is now in our favour if we are to score again. But we've also got to remember that we are away from home at the same time. I'm half expecting to see a Napoli change in formation going into the second half. They've clearly just set out their stall ready to maybe protect their away goal advantage. They haven't changed it just yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see a change further down the line. 65 minutes in, still not a lot happening in terms of highlights or anything. This game seems to have been just sort of nullified. We're going to go back to a balanced play style, and we do have a highlight. Van der Ende with the ball high up the pitch, a little bit too high for my liking, mate. Just drop back a little bit, please. Solossi back to Van der Ende. This is why I wanted you to drop back, mate. Thankfully, we'll get back and manage to get the interception in. Plazzari on the ball now. Maybe we can build something from the back. Milankovic. We've got a lot of men in the centre. Solossi finds Legat on this right-hand side in a bit of space. He gets the ball in, Ponce's there, Hysaj manages to clear. Milenkovic with a strike, and Dragomir Milenkovic with an absolutely fantastic goal. We're going to go back to the counter-attacking tactic, and Milenkovic has put us 2-1 up, 2 away goals now. So even if they score again, we are still going through on away goals. What a fantastic volley that was, and that's why I didn't want to sell him, even for £64 million. We're 3-2 up on aggregate. Please just hold out the final 10 minutes of this match. Get us through to the Europa League quarter-finals. The time is ticking away. Absolutely nothing happening on the Napoli end. I'm not even sure if they've changed formation or changed anything. I haven't made any substitutions yet, which is not like me. But Solossi, Milenkovic, please just work out the last 10 seconds. Don't give the ball away too sloppily. Giving the ball away up the pitch like that is not too bad. Referee, blow the full-time whistle whenever you're ready. We all want to go home. Mamarella, Stoichev, come on. There we are. We are through to the next round. Incredibly fortunately, it took a wonder strike from Milenkovic to get us there, but we've managed to do it. And thankfully, they missed that penalty. The quarterfinals are to be drew tomorrow, so we'll continue on and we'll see who we get. And here we are, it is a quarter-final draw day. We're just going to click on automatic this time. There's not many teams left in the competition. Juventus is still there, Milan is still there, Real Madrid is still there, Chelsea is still there, and a lot of the good teams who would want to face are already out. But we do get Hoffenheim. Hoffenheim is a good draw for us, I think. Anyway, they might have the best squad in the world, for all I know. But I'm assuming, well, avoiding Chelsea, Real Madrid, and Juventus in particular is definitely got to be a good thing. Listen, Hoffenheim have got some good players. They've got some decent players. But we've got better players. This is what I said about Marseille last time, so maybe I should be careful about what I say. But Mario Serna is their key player. He's a decent centre-half, not an absolutely unbelievable centre-half, though mentally, in particular, he is a little bit lacking. So, you know, we've got the better squad here, I think. We should be able to get past Hoffenheim and get to the semi-finals of the Europa League. So next time it will, of course, be the 2 legs in the quarter-finals against Hoffenheim. It's only a few games in Serie A to play, so it shouldn't take too long. And we'll be there next episode. Anyway, if you have enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, and if you are enjoying my content, get yourself subscribed. But until next time, take it easy.